This year, if you've got a creative project, if you've got ambitions, if there's things that you want to do, like this is the year to do it. So like I
Mm.
want to encourage everybody listening, like this is the time to do it. Like don't wait around. Put those things into action. If you've been feeling like you've been slogging through the mud in recent years, like yeah, we all have. And
Yeah.
it's now it's time where those things are being released. So if you're stuck in a rut and if you're going through difficult challenges and things, know that the end of something old is making way for something new. I'm so fired up about making art right now. Art is so important for directing humanity towards a brighter future. Think about all of the stories that come through. If you think about religion, what is religion other than storytelling, artwork, music, fashion? Just make artwork that you like. It only has to be something that you like, that you really love it. You're doing it because you love it. And then that is going to be the thing that you should do. I've been really kicked into gear this year. In 2020, I had a collapsing of my old world, the death scene, the death of my old life. I used to be striving towards all of my clients. I used to have an agent in New York. I was working on projects for all kinds of spirit companies. I got to work for brands like even like National Geographic and Mini Cooper and Nike and all of these big companies and WWE and big music festivals and
Yeah.
entertainment companies and Fox. And I was climbing that ladder. And that just after the death of my father-in-law and right before COVID, I just kind of like hit a wall where I just was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to make work that is where I'm living my life as a channel and I'm making this as an offering, a devotion, slowly kind of picking up the pieces of totally destroying my old career and seeing where I'm landing at now. And I went into letting go of all of the things that I didn't need and not really wanting to climb the ladder of fame
Yeah.
anymore. But now, like, I'm invigorated and I have this project. I feel like I can put all of my energy in. I don't know how it's going to happen. Like, I don't know where the money is going to come from to pull it off,
Mm.
but I'm starting to get things that I can imagine. Like, oh, I could imagine that happening. Oh, I could imagine this happening. And then, that sparking interest. And then all of a sudden things started picking
Yep.
up, or maybe more people start signing up for the Patreon. And rather than thinking about, oh, I need 250,000 or a million followers, and it's like, no, could I get down to just 1,000 people who really like this, and we're really like feeling connected with each other,
Yeah.
and we're really doing something with Hanuman and the Oracle deck. I've always felt I'm meant to do something with the Ramayana. The Ramayana and Hanuman is like a perfect example of the hero. I want to help people become less metaphorically impaired, to start seeing books, movies, when you're watching a movie, rather than just seeing it as a linear story, seeing yourself in the hero, seeing that as a metaphor for something that's happening in your life. Think about like all these great writers and screenplay writers, like they couldn't be pulling those things out of their mind.
Mm.
They learn how to go to a place where they're not thinking. They know how to tap into it, to go beyond the level of the physical realm. They go into the metaphysical realm or super conscious realm. And they pull these things back out and then bring them into the physical world. If you
Right.
think about art and writers, artists taking society towards a better place, this creativity is flowing through artists. And I want to create art in that way. I'm going to be creating 77 images of the story of Hanuman. They're going to turn into 77 cards that will eventually become an oracle deck, which will become a living version of the Ramayana that you could interact with. You could see yourself in the stories. Whenever you lay down a card with some intention, and God can speak to you through anything. God can speak to you through a friend, through a child, through a
Yep.
song, through a breeze. And so if you put down these cards, you can allow your higher self to talk to you through this ancient story, which is a mere reflection of your own story. I'm doing the sketches of them, and then my brother and I are going to hand paint all of the artwork. So they're going to be 77 hand painted
Wow.
large images, and we're going to be painting them in a new style that we haven't done before. And that's something that we often do. We kind of thrive on, like, we haven't done this before, but I feel this is coming through, and we're going to do it in this way. It's very ambitious. I don't know where the money's going to come from, and I'm going to break it up into 3 parts, where the first third of the cards, so say 25 paintings, and that will be a gallery show. We'll show these paintings, and then there'll be another 25. That'll be another gallery show in the future, and then the last 27 images will be another gallery show, and then that will become the launch of the deck. But all along the way will be the community interactions. It will be our hero's journey, and it will be also ways that we're interacting with the community and creating an environment where we're talking about life in this way. Patreon now has a chat, kind of like Discord, but you don't have to worry about the issues of Discord, where we could just have a chat group, like talk about issues that you're going through, and then you'll have other people that will have this like-minded mindset, and then encouraging you. Oh, you're just in stage 6 of the hero's journey: tests, allies, enemies. You're going through tests, but don't worry, allies will show up for you. Sometimes the enemies are just your mental enemies, or those inner dragons, self-doubts, all of that stuff. That's the project in a nutshell.